What's up, guys? So today I'm gonna be doing my review on Tales of Tanorio. I did this video like 2 days ago. I was playing Tales of Tanorio and I did this video, but for some odd reason the video crashed and recorded only half. Not even half. It recorded like 2 minutes of the video. So I'm gonna do this in Movie Legacy, and hopefully this will go. And also today is the last day of grades, and I haven't gotten them out yet. And also, if you guys don't know, tomorrow's my birthday, so feel free to wish me happy birthday. But anyways, that's the side part. Yeah, today we're gonna be talking about Movie Legacy and we're going to be talking about Tales of Tanorio and my review. So, first things first, I'm going to give my positive reviews on Tales of Tanorio. Then I'm going to give my negative reviews on Tales of Tanorio. So, first off for the positive, we got animations, characters, etc. First, so far the characters are good. The animations are very good, and some of them are lacking, but for overall, I find them pretty good. And yeah, and especially the fainting animations and fainting animations, attacking animations. It puts a little life in the Tanorians camp, which I'm really glad about, and of course I could show you that damn thing. Yeah, then we got that. Yeah, I find the animations really good so far. Some being overall pretty good. Next thing we got is the lore. The lore was actually pretty interesting, and to say the least, I think the lore was really enjoyable. And some of the scenes and the voice acting, it does put a little life into the lore. I really gotta say. So yeah, the lore was pretty interesting, and I'm actually excited to see what is there to offer. So yeah. There was one more thing. See if I can remember it. Oh, I got it. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about is the potential of Tanorio. Now, the potential of this Tanorio is pretty high. I really gotta say. There's just so much potential for Tanorio. Now, it's depending on if the developers want to reach that full potential. In my opinion, they could reach it. Just a matter of fact if they want to reach it. Which I'm pretty sure they do want to reach it. So yeah. That's the positive stuff about this scenario. The negative stuff, though, there are more negative stuff I gotta talk about this scenario. The first thing is the pile of bugs that were on release of Tales of Tanorio. The amount of bugs that were on release of Tales of Tanorio, it was crazy. It was very crazy to say the least. You can't you can't tell me that the amount of bugs that were on release of Tales of Tanorio was not crazy. It was crazy. Yeah, and I gotta say, because of that, I feel like Tales of Tanorio released too early. I feel like they should have taken just a little more time to at least clean up like half the bugs that were in the game, because there was just so much game-breaking bugs. It was crazy. for a game on release, that is not good. So yeah, it was crazy. Next thing I gotta talk about is the lack of story. The story was so boring. It was crazy. Like first of all, like half the story was forgettable. And second of all, where's the character development? The only character development we had so far was Endu. And his dream was just to become a stadium star. Some may argue that's kind of big. Me personally, that's not that big. And that's not big, neither interesting. Like I don't care if he becomes a stadium star. I just don't care. So yeah, just lack of story. The story was boring, and yeah. Next thing I gotta talk about was hunting. Hunting in this game is not really an issue about it. It's just my point of view. Like me personally, I gotta talk about this. I don't like chaining. I developed a hatred to chaining, like especially after playing Doodle World. Chaining is just not a great feature. Now some may argue that it is a great feature. Me personally, it's not a great feature. I just can't be bothered chaining. I just hate the fact that you gotta knock out the Tanorians over and over and over again until you get a shiny. That's so uninteresting and it's just so lame. And time consuming. And I really can't be bothered with I really can't be bothered with chaining. Chaining just sucks. Now this is saying I'm never gonna hunt in Tanorio. No, of course I am. But I just don't like chaining. I can't be bothered to chain if it's going to annoy me. But yeah, that's really all I gotta talk about that chain. I mean, not chain, hunting. It's just the fact that I chain. Easy forfeit. Oh boy, that's what happens when you miss your first one. Just something I want to go over is it's not really a negative aspect. It's just something I just want to talk about. The people who were complaining about events so far, keep in mind, like, we've only had 3 events, and 2 of them were just reskins. That, like, if you played Lumion Legacy, you would know that does not take that much time from development. And if you think it does, then I'm going to break it to you, it doesn't. It does not take time. Like all you gotta do to make a reskin is to take take the creature, reskin it, code it into the game, and there you go. That's all you gotta do. Reskins do not take that long to make. Like, trust me when I say that. Like, the only time where it could take a little extra time is if with animations, because you know in Lumion Legacy, some of the reskin animations are different. Like ideal, walking, some of it's different. But still, events just don't take a lot of, like, it. There was only 3 events, and 2 of them were just recent. It is not that serious. I can guarantee you it's not that serious. If you take it that seriously, then grow up. because it's not that serious. Last thing I want to talk about, actually, there's actually one more. I got it wrong again. There was like one thing that bothered me about the game was probably the tight world building. Like some of the spaces in the maps are just really tight and barely in the space. Like this, I think the problem is that there's more grass you gotta walk on than actually trying to than like normal area. Like it just bothers me so much that that's the case. And yeah, I feel like I gotta talk about it. Because yeah, that just bothers me so much. But yeah, the last thing I actually want to talk about was the hatred the community. The community is just so terrible. And the reason is obvious. Half of the players that play Tales of Tanorio come from Lumion Legacy. So that means, and Lumion Legacy has a history of their fans being toxic. So yeah, it's a no-brainer that this community would be this toxic as well, considering the fact that half of the people who came onto this game are from Lumion Legacy community. We're just looking for something new and brand new. Like it just rottens my brain how much people just blame the developers over and over and over again. Even going as far as sending them death threats. Like, grow up. None of the people deserve death over releasing a terrible update. I mean, not update. Or releasing a bad game. And that's opinion based. Like, if you find the game bad, that's on you, not them. But, you know, why go out your way and wish death upon someone when they don't deserve it? It spoils my brain that people think the developers deserve death over a game. Like, seriously, grow up. Like, you're heartless. You're heartless if you think that. I'm gonna need you to grow a heart. Think not just for yourself for once. If you think that. Yeah, that's all I gotta talk about. And yeah. Overall, as a game, Tales of Tanorio, so far, I rate it as a 7 out of 10. Like, there's so much room for improvement, and keep in mind, Tales of Tanorio just released like a month ago. Like, they still haven't even added PvP, grading, all that stuff. So, I'm gonna give it a little bit before I actually compare it to other games and stuff like that. And yeah, before I want to, actually, I should add on to the community part. People actually overhype the game for what they wanted. Like, people were thinking that Tales of Tanorio. Oh, I got this out finally. Jesus Christ. Yeah, people are just overhyping Tales of Tanorio to what they wanted it to be. When right now it's just another creature catching game that just exists. Yeah, like, people need to stop overhyping something when you don't know if it's gonna happen. People were going like, "Oh my god, this game's gonna break Roblox," stuff like that. Like, and we all know how that turned out. Those Tanorio didn't even peak on 400k players. That's all it peaked. I meant 100k players when I said it didn't even peak players. Sorry, my computer sucks. But yeah, like, what lesson learned? Just don't overhype a game if you know that ain't gonna happen. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's all I gotta add to the community. Again, overall, I rate the game a 7 out of 10. There's so much room for improvement, and there's so much potential in Tales of Tanorio. And I'm just hoping that Tales of Tanorio actually reaches that potential, like all these creature catching games have as well. Like, people have been saying, "Oh my God, Roman Legacy is done for, blah 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 blah." It's too late. Like, it's never too late to improve. Like the owner of Nintendo said, a delayed game is eventually a good game, but a rush game is forever bad. So, that's all I gotta say. Also, keep a lookout for a Doodle World video, because I'm going to talk about that. There's just been so much stuff on my mind about Doodle World, and yeah, but you'll see in the video. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. See you guys next time.